Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. There has been a very nasty Bitcoin weekly close. Well, I think so. I didn't get a really long time, or didn't get a super long chance to look at the chart, so I'm going to go ahead and do that along with you guys. In addition to that, I posted a YouTube short about Gala. There is a lawsuit pending, so we'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to continue to cover the lawsuit as time goes on because facts can change and there can be different things that are introduced, and there's a lot of drama regarding that. So before we take a look at Bitcoin, let's talk about the recent drama with Gala. So it came out that apparently there was a YouTuber that had given some misinformation about the initial lawsuit. So as far as I know, it's two people that work from Gala. I believe it is the CEO or the founder versus the co-founder. And there's basically an ongoing story that there was some sort of issue with funds. Okay, so there's a lawsuit. What does that mean? Well, number ends up going down when you see any type of lawsuit, especially in a bear market, because there's not a whole lot of price action. There's not as many people participating in the market, which means less liquidity, those types of things. So when we see negative news, we generally see coins drop a little bit more. In addition, or on the inverse to that, is when we see good news with coins, we see them pump. And something that we can kind of refer that to is with the Ripple versus SEC case. When Judge Torres came out and said XRP is not a security on the secondary market, we saw Ripple absolutely explode, but we had a full retrace. So I'm going to show you guys that on the chart as well. So before we do that, because I want to, well, actually, we'll show you guys now. I'm going to go ahead and show you beautiful, intelligent, amazing people. We have 98 concurrent viewers, only 30 likes. We should have at least 98 likes as well. Also, let me give a quick shout to No Way, to Trask, to Gonzo, to Chev, to David, to Minja, and Ahmed. Shout out to Mohammed from Pakistan. Just so you guys know, one of my very, very best friends, when I was about 17 to 21, he was born and raised in Pakistan, and he came to the US, and like an amazing friend of mine. I used to go over there all the time. Also to it was kind of like my stepsister. Her mom married a man from Pakistan. So she learned how to cook all the traditional food, and she would bring us food over all the time. So big shout out to Pakistan. Absolutely love and adore you guys. So thank you so much for being here. But I want to go ahead and show you guys the XRP chart to show you what bear market price action looks like and why people get so absolutely cuckoo. Okay. So absolutely cuckoo. Let me see. Sorry, it's a little bit slow over here today. It is a 3-day weekend in America, and we're a bit lazy. So this is what the XRP chart looks like, okay? This is bear market price action. Okay, this is what we see. So this was the day, I believe it was Monday, the 10th of July. We saw the really positive news from the SEC. They said XRP is not a security on the secondary market, which means that you can buy, sell, trade it like on any crypto exchange that you decide to use do your due diligence on and sign up for. That same day, we got basically 100% pump. Since then, we have retraced. Hold on a second. Let me pull this little guy back up. We have actually retraced about 87%. So this is typical bear market price action. You generally get a lot of price increases when we get positive news and no price increase, when we get positive news, you get a lot of price increase. When you get negative news, you get negative price. But when we're talking about XRP, it just all the hype was over. People got really excited, whatever. But this is typical bear market action. This is what happens. As far as Gala goes, I'm going to talk about my personal investment in a little bit. This chart looks like absolute trash. And again, you guys, I own quite a bit of Gala, and I have partnered with them in the past. It's very important to be transparent. But this is the current Gala chart over here. And it looks like this call that we did almost worked out, but not really. So anyways, Gala is currently trading at approximately 1 cent, and it's going to break this area of support here. This is the Binance chart on weekly. So right now, I would be super cautious here. I don't know if I would be buying because it just kind of broke down below, and that makes me nervous price-wise. But let's talk a little bit about fundamentals, and let's also talk a little bit about what I'm doing. So as most of you know, when I invest in projects, if I'm doing a short-term trade, I'm in and out. Or if I'm doing a longer-term trade, it kind of depends how I want to take profit. But generally, when I'm actively trading, what I do with a lot of these projects is I do my due diligence, I do my fundamental analysis, my technical analysis, and the goal is to create a moon bag. A moon bag is when you remove your initial investment and you remove some profit, and whatever you have left over is a moon bag. And that's exactly what I did with Matic. I've done with Gala. I've done that with countless other coins in the past. Okay, that's just a tactic we do, and we encourage this tactic. I'm not telling you what coins to do or when you should be taking profit, when you should be making these moon bags. It is simply a tip and a trick that I like to do, and it's just information I like to pass on to you guys, and you can use that information as to do whatever it is you want, because taking profit's important. The reason why we want to take profit and have these moon bags is when situations like this happen. So with the negative news, a lot of people are like, I'm selling Gala, I'm not doing this, da 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 da. Me personally, I've taken profit way back when. I didn't sell the exact top. I think I created my moon bag around like 20 cents maybe. I don't know. I would have to go back and check. It was a long time ago. But moral of the story is I didn't catch the top. I didn't catch the bottom. But what I did was, which was positive, is I've removed all my risk out. So when we have negative news that comes out and is impacted, I simply can either sell my bag or I can hold my moon bag and see what happens. And in the case of Gala, I am not going to sell my moon bags. The reason why I'm not going to sell my moon bags is because I do believe in what they are doing. Are their tokenomics good? Not necessarily right now. Are they catching a lot of slack for the lawsuit? Yes. Is there a lot of negative things about the project? Yes. But at the same time, they are actively building. They're actively building in gaming, actively building in Web3. When it comes to music and helping artists get their royalties back and create NFTs or digital collectibles, all those types of things, I think that they've absolutely set the stage for that in a positive manner. Plus Gala Film. And those types of things matter. Those types of things are very important to me. So fundamentally, I like those aspects of how they have continued to build. Tokenomics, not my favorite, and hopefully they continue to work on that. Lawsuit, that's not a positive thing. However, because I do believe in what they're doing long term, I am willing to risk my capital. That's not saying you need to risk your capital. That's not saying you need to hold on to your moon bags or you need to do this, you need to do that. This is simply what I'm doing, okay? And, I do know some of the folks from the team, great people, but just because there's great people over there doesn't necessarily mean that the people that are in the lawsuit, did things correct and whatnot. So and again, I don't have all the information, so I can't comment on everything. But we will be going through articles. We will talk about some of the really cool things that they're doing because they are still building, and that is important to note. It's not like they rug pulled. It's not like they did anything, that they didn't stop building because taking a look at this tweet right here, this one right here. Hold on, let me pull this up for you. I promise I'll get to Bitcoin price action. We take a look at this tweet right here. This just came out from Gala Games. We're getting a lot of inbound questions about exactly what Gala is up to right now. So they're not talking about the lawsuit. They're simply talking about what they've been building. Gala Tech, we have our own fully operational L1 blockchain running multiple games. The social media platform built on Gala Chain has entered into the QA phase of its migration from Near. Gala Chain deployed on the 6th production channel this week. Full migration to the Gala platform to Gala Chain by end of year. More treasure chests also too. Just because a project says that they're going to execute something tech-wise by a certain date, be very cautious with that because sometimes these can be moving dates and it depends a lot on the developer. You never want a project that is going to that is going to rush things through. So just because they're saying it's going to occur on a certain day, don't hold your breath because sometimes we see this happening a lot longer. With Ethereum, from the merge from proof of work to proof of stake took super long. Streamlining onboarding and developer tools to enable full self-service to teams by the end of year. One Universal over here broke 70,000 installs the first week with the 10% conversion from Web 2 to Thread per user. That's massive for a game. Poker Go Play launched last week on iOS and will be featured in the WSO, the World Series of Poker Finals. That's also a very big deal. Revire's Townstar roadmap, art style, tokenomic model coming soon. This is important because Townstar, the tokenomics for Town was not that good, but if they're updating them, I'm curious to see how well they do. Again, I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but it's good. Imminent launch of several titles, tons more games news. For Gala Films, Razor has completed filming and editing. I got to go to the opening thing for that, where the Q&A beat with the actors. Absolutely amazing. I think it's going to do well. Ghost of Rune has epic unraveling in Comic-Con. Witchboard was met with high praise at Comic-Con. Those are big deals, okay? And then for Gala Music, Earl Sweatshirt and The Alchemist drop. Jordan Sparks drops. So those are some of the things they're working on fundamentally. And I understand the frustration with the lawsuit and the price drop and all that type of stuff. But again, this is a bear market. Is Gala, are the people that are in the lawsuit, are they innocent? Should we be praising them? I need more information. So before you get emotional and before you make emotional decisions, whether to buy something or to sell something or however that looks like for you, take a step back. Hear what I say, but listen to yourself. And when you're listening to, when you're hearing me, that means that you are actively saying, okay, this is Wendy's perspective. But I'm going to go do more due diligence. I'm going to go find more information, read articles, ask questions, join the Discord, do whatever it is you got to do. But whether you decide to sell or buy, whatever it is, that's your business. Don't care on that level because that's your guys' business. We don't do financial advice here, but I thought it was important that we address it because Gala is a project I've talked about a lot because I'm heavily invested in it. So this news kind of sucks. Shout out to Pollinator from Darwin, Australia. But we have 208 concurrent viewers, 92 likes. We need exactly 169 likes. I would love to see that. PYR getting Gala sellers. Hey, that works too. Is Gala scammy? I don't think that they are scammy, but that's just my opinion. However, I'm waiting for more information to come out. I'm loading up on Magic. Awesome. I think that that's great, you guys. Whatever it is that you want to do with your investments and your money, if you've done your due diligence and you understand the risks and you're using disposable income, I support you. And I want you to know that because I think you're all intelligent and smart enough to do the right thing. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at the total current crypto market cap because live bubbles, Gala is down another 10%, Rune 6.5%, Leo 5.5%. Everything else is kind of half and half, nothing too terribly much. FTT, the fact that this is up 3.5% is just ridiculous. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. We're going to do a naked chart and we're going to start fresh. We're going to be using the Bitstamp chart today, but one of the nasty things I'm seeing on the chart immediately, MACD has bear crossed and is heading down. That's not the end all be all, but this wick right here, this candle, okay? This candle, we got a swing wick high to $28,100. We got a swing wick low to $25,400 here. And then we opened and closed around the same area, nothing too great. So we opened here at approximately 26,000 and then we closed over here at 25,956. So there wasn't a whole lot of price action happening. This right here, the thing that's telling me that's very bearish to me is the swing wick high. The fact that we created the swing wick high up to $28,000, but we closed around $26,000 is indicating to me that we could potentially see more downside. Okay. And now I'm starting to look at the swing wick low that occurred back over here at about $24,000. So we're going to go ahead and change support and resistance areas just to make things look a little bit prettier so we can see better. So these will be all of our support areas. And then we got another really important area of strong support, about $24,000. So are we going to break 25,000? It's kind of looking like we're going to retest it. Now, when we take a look at the 12-hour chart, 12-hour chart is showing us a little bit of a different perspective. It looks like we kind of popped up. We're trying to retest this upper area here at about $26,000, but we're just kind of chilling. Taking a look at the 12 hours going, or excuse me, that was the daily, apologize. 12 hours kind of flat. 4 hours kind of, 6 hours kind of flat, and the 4 hours kind of flat as well. Now, with that being said, when we take a look at the 4-hour chart, it's looking like we're creating a little bit of an upward wedge, Generally, these are called like ascending wedges or ascending triangles. And generally what happens here is you get this sideways price action, you go dee, 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 and then you pop up and then you come down and you drop. I'm not saying this pattern is in fact going to play out, but this is kind of what it's looking like to me, that we're going to pop up, test resistance, and then drop. So right now, things with Bitcoin aren't looking too incredibly great right now, but that is okay. We're still technically in a bear market. Things are just kind of moseying, going along, and that's okay. Now, with that being said, what should we be doing? What we should be doing is if you're somebody who's actively trading, you want to look for scalps. If you're somebody who's swing trading, you want to maybe look to continue to build up positions. If you're somebody who's trading altcoins, you want to get in and get out of these very, very quickly. If you're somebody who's accumulating altcoins, what do you want to do? You can dollar cost average. That's your business. Me personally, I like to set limit orders and I like to let my orders get filled so I can essentially get a discount on the market, because we don't know how much more the market is going to drop or if we found the local bottom. If you're somebody who's not too sure how these work, you can simply dollar cost average. But right now, I don't necessarily like dollar cost averaging too terribly much. It makes me a little bit nervous, especially for alts, because if we get like a 50% drop in alts, that's going to start hurting a lot. And also too, if you're dollar cost averaging into altcoins that are not going to do well the next cycle or don't perform well, you're going to get wrecked. So just make sure that you are doing your due diligence. And also too, this is something we don't talk about enough. Not taking a trade no action is action. And that basically means you're just not getting into a trade. So that's okay. Now, with that being said, I think you're all intelligent and smart enough. And if you're like brand new to this, you don't know exactly how to trade, you want to learn a little bit more to trade, you can in fact go to Investopedia. It's free. Or just say, or you're somebody who does know how to trade, know how to invest, go there and like educate yourself a little bit also, that can help. That can most definitely help. So for today, that's kind of all I got. Shout out to Teju. That swing wick high went right to the bull market support band and rejected. Yep. So we have 250 concurrent viewers. And we are going to go ahead and end the show today because I'm tired. I'm going to go play Monopoly with Lo, take all her money. But I'm going to take a nap too. I'm really tired. It's been a very interesting weekend for me. Excuse me. Partially because I'm a hot mess. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts, and I will catch all of you beautiful people live tomorrow, 10 a.m. PST. Bye-bye.